Welcome to the Thunderdome! So Kick Punch Stomp-Cast without Johnny Boy again. I guess the legal troubles were a lot worse.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him.
He might be in jail.
You get one phone call, right? So, like, what's he been doing with that?
Well, maybe he's just saving it.
It's like one a day? Like, is he calling a sex line?
Maybe.
He's trying to call Nia Jax.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, and he doesn't know her number, so he's just dialing
number. He's starting at 1111.
He knows he's going to hit it sooner or later.
Anyway, good luck, Johnny.
Yeah, good luck, John. But
the Canadian legal system is pretty easy, though, so he should be out next week.
We could probably just go watch his court case. It's pretty...
We could live. We could periscope it. Yeah. Well, whatever. We'll try to find him.
The kick punch stomps go on.
And they always do.
Yes.
They always do.
So
Johnny will be back, hopefully soon. But for now, we go on with Shane and
Dylan. Shane and Dylan here. So yeah, I guess we'll just get into Raws. Well, I was saying, like, in general, I found the promos seem to be getting a lot better.
Yeah.
They're getting more personal.
Yeah.
Like the whole Miz one and Kevin Owens one.
It's getting all meta,
mm-hmm.
which is, like, I'm usually a fan of because, this being the reality era, I feel like this shit should transcend. They have all the documentaries and stuff. They go backstage. They break kayfabe all the time.
Yeah, especially with social media and all that.
So I don't see why, like, we're in the era of no heels, no faces, and kind of...
Just making sure I hit record.
We're the era of no heels, no faces, and everybody's kind of this amorphous blob of people. So it's just, like, everybody should just be the people they are.
Yeah.
And then have the beefs they have and just translate it all. Like, they're taking a lot of... They've always taken shit and, like, turned it into stories. Like, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels hate each other. So they put that shit on TV, right? And, like, their feud was basically about Bret Hart hating Shawn Michaels and Shawn Michaels thinking Bret Hart was an entitled prick and so on and so forth, right? Like Enzo. That's why they just broke up Enzo and Cass and, all that shit because Enzo was hated.
Douchebag.
So... they play this shit off all the time. So, I dig it, man. I dig it. I don't know how much it helps Roman or Cena. Like, I don't think it hurts Cena. I think it hurts Roman. Miz can kind of do whatever. He's pretty bulletproof at this point. People really love when he goes all meta.
Dude, he's got, like, one of those... He's, like, the most passionate guy.
He's great.
Everything he cuts is so, like, intense.
He's one of the best promos around right now, I'd say. Like,
easily.
He's killing it. And I think we mentioned this last week that I wish he was still on SmackDown.
Oh my... Well, yeah, I wish he was the SmackDown champ.
Well, he's not going to, do anything with the Universal title, at least till WrestleMania, you'd think.
Who, Miz?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see him get... Like, until they do this whole... Yeah, WrestleMania, if Roman gets it, then yeah, sure, like, some guys can go after Roman, but, like, with Braun and Lesnar and all those guys...
Well, it's like the land of the giants for the Universal right now, and so I just don't see how Miz... gets into that mix.
Unless, like, Finn wins it or something.
Yeah.
Then you start getting more kind of...
Him and Finn have touched each other here and there.
Yeah.
Because they were flirting around an Intercontinental feud, it seemed like.
Yeah,
until they just decided to quadruple down on Bray Wyatt and Finn.
God.
Although I did like that, Bray Wyatt beating Goldust and wiping his face paint off.
I was watching it and I was, like, torn because I'm like, is this good or is this just so cheesy?
I think that bridges onto the reality crowd.
It works.
It worked.
It was just, I was just like, I don't know. It's so he's just wiping his face. He's like, see, he's just like us. Like, what?
Like, Goldust was one of those old kind of campy-ish 90s characters.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that probably wouldn't get made today. Mm-hmm. But back in the 90s, he was pretty edgy. With his bodysuits and his paint and his all that shit. So, like...
He's like a BDSM guy.
Yeah. So, like, I dug Bray Wyatt, like, tearing down the myth of a man and, revealing him to just be a man, because it's, like, that's pretty cool, the whole demon thing and shit, but he already came, so, like, my whole thing with that is, like, so he brought out the demon, he beat him, and now Bray Wyatt's saying that, like, the demon isn't real and he's just a man.
Yeah.
So they do another match, obviously. Does Finn bring out the demon again and lose?
No, I'm assuming he's just going to wrestle him without the demon.
So
and then he's going to be like, you're nothing. And he's going to lose. He's like, you're nothing without the demon, I guess.
And then it goes again, right?
I guess.
So, like...
And then he wipes off the demon paint during the match. And he's like,
and
beats him anyways.
I see it going that way. Or Bray Wyatt gets control of the demon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of like a little while ago. I
Yeah.
thought would be cool, but
Like, I could see that. That'd be more interesting. But
yeah.
that's the exact friggin' same Bray Wyatt story as last fall with Orton.
Well, no, Orton just joined him. Orton didn't get controlled.
Yeah,
Orton was like, I want to be a part of your group, which was like
Orton kind of
red herring right there.
fell under the spell of Bray Wyatt, at least kayfabe.
Did he, though?
Well, I mean,
I know Xavier Woods kind of almost did that when they were feuding.
Yeah.
But I thought Randy Orton was just like, God, if you can't beat him, join him.
mm,
And then if you can't, then once you join him, burn him down or something. And he burned his ass.
he burned his ass down as a face.
Yeah.
As a face. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true.
I just find if they do something like
But it's
that,
like Guy joins Bray and then eventually
turn
turns against him. You know, like that was kind of Daniel Bryan too.
Mhm.
It was like you knew that's where it's going.
Yeah.
You know, you knew that was where Orton was going. And like
Yeah.
it's kind of if they go there with Finn, it's like what is it gonna do? Like obviously Finn's gonna like break free and
Yeah.
are they gonna go through fucking Mania with this stupid thing?
I don't know.
Because like I'm bored already, man.
Everybody is.
Super bored.
Everybody is.
Super bored. I think Finn could use a move to SmackDown too. I think most people
Yeah.
could.
So I was thinking of that too. Like all the guys that could throw a SmackDown would be like Finn, Miz, probably even Joe would be nice over there.
Yeah, mostly
Um,
the smaller guys, honestly.
Yeah,
they wanna make-
the good workers,
Like I think Raw can be Land of the Giants. That's all well and good because,
and you still keep a few guys for like the Intercontinental midcard and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
but you could have guys like Elias and shit doing like
He's
the
a big guy.
Intercontinental stuff on Raw.
Yeah, and he's still a big guy too. Right?
Yeah.
Like he's pretty jacked.
Like there could be more of like SmackDown could have a lot more of the B guys and just like have a lot of like interchange in between the mid and upper and like a lot of movement and a lot of matchups, and then Raw can have like kind of two tiers, which is like definite mid card guys
Yeah,
who are like going for the US belt or whatever.
yeah,
And then your Land of the Giants heavyweights, and then they also have 205, so you got like three kind of sizes of guys, styles and shit going
yeah.
on.
I'm totally into that.
Yeah, because Raw is like Vince loves his like big brawler guys, and honestly, there is finally enough good big workers that they can run a whole actual heavyweight division.
Yeah, it can actually
this
work
thing.
too. They're not just like
Yeah.
slow moving guys.
Yeah, like fuck, even Big Show can work nowadays, man.
Oh, he's done though.
Yeah, but like his last year or so, he's worked some pretty damn fine
I
matches
think-
for Big Show.
I think all the big guys who are agile kind of brought it out of
Yeah.
him too, right? Because he's like, fuck, all these guys are huge and
Look
they're
at Braun,
trying to
man.
keep up.
Braun is like, holy shit. That
guy,
dude
oh
is
my
so
God.
friggin' athletic. I love him. I love him
He's
so much. I love
so
this.
good.
I love the whole Brock thing right now. Where
Oh
Brock's
my
the
God.
underdog.
Yeah,
And Braun just keeps destroying him and destroying him and
Mhm.
destroying him is like amazing. That German, and he popped up.
yeah.
Woo!
So I was bummed because I'm like, oh, they ruined a German. Like he couldn't German. I'm just like, nope, didn't work.
Nope, didn't work.
I mean, it's kind of like you saw, like obviously we saw with Goldberg, but fuck Goldberg.
Yeah.
This is better.
Fuck that shit. I
This
kind of
is so-
forgot that actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's the first thing that popped in my mind. I was like, meh.
I have this mental block for Goldberg. I almost don't. I mean, and it's weird too because it's like, how could you forget his run? Everything took 30 seconds. Like
Yeah.
these are short memories.
And he was only there for like a year.
But like they just nothing imprinted from this last run. I remember him beating Lesnar obviously and like
Yeah.
the stuff, but like I couldn't tell you what happened in the middle. I could give a shit.
Well, it was Lesnar, KO, Lesnar.
Yeah,
That's all it was.
who gives a shit.
Just
Um,
ruined KO.
But Braun is like, wow, man. Like when he popped up after that German, like I remember thinking when they made this Braun match, it was like, okay, it's gonna kind of ruin Braun a little bit because it's gonna lose, but the match won't be Suplex City.
No.
It's not just gonna be Brock German's a dude
It's gonna
20
be
times,
just
ragdolls
him.
him.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be an actual thing. Braun might actually dominate most of that shit, and like Lesnar escapes, kind of thing, which is an amazing thing for him. You know?
I don't know. I feel like they might put it on him. Now's the time to do it.
Well, apparently Brock has no dates.
Yeah,
For, like,
he's
the
out
next
for
2
TLC
months.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, the next 2 months he's like off TV and off everything. So
yeah.
if there was a time, it's now. But if you
I
ask
really
me,
think they should.
I still think that there's like 3 years of Brock being strong and Roman being strong that's been built up here,
I'm thinking
and they'd
maybe
kind of be blowing it away if they did that.
Well, I'm thinking maybe now they'll just switch Brock with Braun and have Braun Roman. Because Braun destroyed Cena. He's kind of the top guy now.
But what's like, I mean, why? Because Reigns just wants to like beat up Lesnar, Like it feels like it should be for the title.
No, I'm saying like it'll be Reigns against Braun for the title at Mania instead of Reigns against Lesnar for the title. And Reigns is the only guy to take out Braun.
I've seen Reigns Braun like so many times.
I know.
Though. Is that a Mania?
Yeah.
Mania should be like spectacles, like shit you haven't seen in a while.
It should be, but
Eh.
let's be honest. It's not
Well,
really.
it usually is like for Roman at least. The last
Yeah,
three
sure.
Manias have been spectacle matches for him.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the biggest spectacle match you could put Roman in today?
Braun Strowman.
But Strowman already killed him, too.
Yeah, I know.
Like, several times. Like, what do you even do to build that? Like, he already flipped over an ambulance, you know?
He already got
Like,
almost
you gotta start
murdered
setting shit on
himself.
fire,
Yeah.
like imploding buildings. Like, Roman's inside and the building implodes and, like, comes down on top
Well,
of
no.
him, and then he comes out.
Roman's...
A fist comes through the rubble.
I was going to say it the other way, but I like that fist
Yeah.
through the rubble. But I also like Braun jumping up going, Braun! Both are great.
Braun knocks the building over into Roman.
Yes.
Braun tips the building over.
Oh my god, can you imagine the whips of building? So, if I should know how to do Photoshop and stuff, I would totally try to Photoshop that. It's like Braun, instead of the ambulance, is lifting a building.
He's lifting a building. You gotta do the fist too. Fist, like
Yes.
the old Buried Alive match.
Yeah.
Undertaker. The fist came out at the end. I was watching that. And I was like, oh damn, he's still alive. I thought he was dead.
Oh shit, they actually buried him! I always wonder how they did that. Like, they must have a... Like, they go through the stage, right?
I think there was
And
an
the
oxygen mask under there.
Oh, I thought it was always just because it was always like near the stage, so I thought there was like just like a kind of like a trap door area that they went through.
Yeah, I think so. I think there was something like he rolled out into the side, into like a little
Yeah,
like chamber or some shit.
that's what I thought. Because even with an oxygen mask, if you straight up bury somebody, that's pretty dangerous. Because then you have to wait till everybody leaves before you can unbury them.
It's always a crazy concept, man. I'm surprised they haven't done one.
What? And I feel like all of them weren't always like full burial though. It was always like if you shoveled a few dirt in them.
Yeah. I think you just had to like cover the body.
Yeah.
Was like the kind of concept. But then a lot of times they did just fill it in.
Yeah, later on they did a few
Remember one
ones like a
time-
dump trunk.
Was it Mick? I think that was the one that Mick was in. He was like too tired to fill the hole. So like all the heels ran out and just helped him for no reason. Like just 8 guys just came out of the back, like all bad guys, and we're just like, we're gonna help you bury the Undertaker, Mick, because Mick was like blasted and just was like shoveling so slowly.
Vince is like, damn it,
Vince
get
is
out
like,
there.
damn it, go help that fat ass. I knew he couldn't pull this off.
Yeah, he's like, I told him. That's why I had guys ready.
Anyway, back to Braun. I hope he wins, but I don't think he will.
I feel like it's the same thing with like Joe. We all thought, oh, maybe Joe's going to do it.
I love that they built in a bit of, it doesn't seem inevitable. Because this whole year with Brock, once he made it through SummerSlam, there felt inevitable. It felt like the rest of this year was pretty clear that Brock was just going to like maul 3 or 4 dudes.
Yeah.
Reigns was going to maul 3 or 4 dudes and then set up,
Yeah.
for something that nobody wanted to really see.
And then Braun came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
I could see Braun like, I don't know. Braun getting tossed to SmackDown would be fun too. He would just rampage over everything.
he would be the Lesnar of SmackDown.
He would. And that'd be great, right? Like,
I mean, if he came in and just destroyed Jinder, that'd be great.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I'd also he's a good worker. Like, he's becoming a pretty good worker. It would be nice to see him like wrestle like AJ and shit like that.
That would be cool.
But what I was gonna say is like with Braun, I mean, he kind of like, I mean, he took out Cena. He took out all these top guys,
Yeah.
so it would make sense to give him the belt. Like, because if he loses, then I mean, what's he gonna do? Like, who else is he gonna go after? You know what I mean? Like, he can't just that just kills his momentum.
They don't seem to worry about that as much. Like, they don't seem to worry about anything except the top thing they're targeting.
Yeah,
Like, they'll just figure it out. And honestly, Braun's so friggin' over that, like, they can figure it out.
I know. I just don't want them to ruin it.
Like, I could see him and Joe.
That's the one. Oh yeah,
having a
that'd be a good one.
barn burner of a shithouse brawl. Like, Joe should be back, I think. in
I think
a
the end
month
of
or so.
October, they said.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's like 6 weeks away. Braun could have like a filler. Yeah, Braun and Finn maybe. Finn would have to like
That'd be an interesting.
look competitive though as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, what did you think? Like, what did you think of the Cena match? Because Braun pretty much squashed him.
that's what I kind of didn't like was that like they're throwing away all this Cena crap so fast for nothing. Like,
You gotta wonder how much longer he plans on staying.
totally.
That's the thing,
Like,
right?
It's just like they're doing this Roman match so fast. They did the knock match really fast. They did this Braun match out of friggin' nowhere. It did almost get me to tune in, though.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It wasn't that good.
I was watching football, but
Oh, okay.
like
It wasn't good.
football wasn't really good either. Honestly. It didn't draw me because I was kind of pissed that like it was just they were pissing another Cena match away,
Yep.
another big marquee Cena match for nothing. I did like how Braun killed him.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he like power slammed him on the stairs.
Yeah, but okay, so this is what bugged me. because he physically hit him with the stairs.
Yeah.
And it was fine.
Yeah.
But then he just slams him on the stairs, and it's like, oh, no.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No, the logic of it. No, like the logic of it. I saw like the spots.
Oh, but
not, like...
I guess he was hit with the stairs. I'm like, wait, is this a no DQ? And then all of a sudden they're like, this isn't a no holds barred match. I'm like, well, fuck. Then I think Corey Graves was like, he probably should have got DQ'd after the first one.
Maybe he was supposed to call it and didn't. You know?
Yeah, that, or maybe they were going to logic. Maybe he wasn't supposed to see it. I don't know.
He probably would have power slammed him on the thing anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that was probably the spot.
Yeah, for sure.
Going to. So, like...
It just bugged me. I saw it coming from a mile away. I'm like, he's going to hit him with those fucking stairs.
Well, what do you do with that match? You can't have Braun outright win.
Because,
you can't have Cena outright win.
So you don't do it.
So you don't do it.
The match.
That's where I would come from, too, is you keep that in a little box for an actual pay-per-view sometime.
Yeah, that's actually a big match. You could even have, like, if you
That's a Mania match, too.
And you give Braun the title, then all of a sudden you have Cena against
How many Mania matches have they pissed away in the last 6 weeks, man?
I'm so in from the piss away AJ Knock. Seems like they're holding that one off.
Could be SmackDown next week, man. You never know.
Just for no reason. They're like, sure, let's do this match.
SmackDown this week was friggin' stacked. And I don't even know why. It was like Vince thought there was a football game on Tuesday.
Yeah, I forget the days mixed up. So, fuck, what?
He was like booking SmackDown like it was still on Thursdays.
Yeah.
He had to compete with a Thursday night game as well. Not just Monday.
I didn't think of that.
Like,
well,
there
was
a
Vegas,
women's title match. There was a street fight tag title match.
Vegas, man.
Like, it was crazy. They themed it, right? Sin City SmackDown and shit.
Well, what did Michael Cole was like? SmackDown in Las Vegas or Las Vegas SmackDown. Just the same thing, Michael Cole, you idiot.
Vince was saying that in his ear, so.
Oh my god. Yeah, 100%. Gotta say both of them.
Cole might as well be like a CGI avatar and just saying what Vince says in like a voice amplification thing, man. Like,
well, the best is the. Did you hear when Michael Cole gave him shit back?
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah,
it's like, well, I already fucking said it.
Like,
I already said it.
Oh god, and then he just says it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So okay, let's just go then. Do you want to run through SmackDown first then?
Yeah, sure.
Because SmackDown, I thought was really good. And
SmackDown was good, yeah.
I didn't watch the women's match because I was kind of pressed for time.
It was okay.
I assumed it would
You could see it coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Again, like, Carmella was at the announce table again.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, well, this is going to be funky.
Mm-hmm.
Which is honestly starting to bug me. Like, it's taking away all the drama from a possible cash-in because she's always friggin' there.
Yeah, that's not the point of the cash-in.
She's just like floating around
here,
every women's program.
Why don't she should do something where it's like, I don't think anybody's ever done it, but it's like, oh, they're not here today.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't make the flight or something, and then all of a sudden they cash in unexpected, and like, oh, it was yeah.
She needs to like pop out of the stands wearing a hoodie, shit like that. It's like way too obvious, man. Like, that's the beauty of the cash, is that you don't see it coming. And like, she's been at ringside for like, I think the last like 5 women's champion matches or whatever, and like, she's just always there. She's backstage, she's fucking like floating around. And I get it, they only have like 6 women, so it makes it hard. You have like, seems like Charlotte and Becky are off like on ice waiting for this 4 horsewomen thing,
which I'm not even excited for anymore, but we can get into that after.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
They seem to be off on ice because they haven't just even really been on TV. Like, it's focusing on this Naomi, Natty, Carmella thing. And so it's like you kind of just don't, there's not a lot going on.
I guess who else is, other than those 5 women?
There's a 6th I'm forgetting about.
Nikki, but is she?
No, she doesn't count.
Quick little thing. Did you see that? I saw something, I don't know if it was real or not, but apparently Nikki came out after Raw went off the air and asked the fans to vote for her for Dancing with the Stars, and everybody booed her.
Yes, that was real.
That was real.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, is there actual footage of it?
Yeah, it was like
I gotta watch that. It's so funny.
She'll get a ton of votes. You know, wrestling fans, they always prop up.
Oh, they will, but it's just funny. Yeah, it's like, don't ask us to vote for you. I feel like a lot of people will not vote for her because of that now.
Like, nobody likes Nikki Bella, man. Like,
I kind of like her.
Yeah, but you think she's hot. You don't like her.
She's okay in the ring.
There's a difference, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, wrestling fans are weird. Like, a lot of people, yeah, she's hot, whatever. But, like, they hate her because she can't wrestle, despite
Eva Marie.
how... Exactly. Like, it doesn't matter how hot someone could be. If they can't go, all of the wrestling people are going to hate them anyway.
Yeah, which is good, too, though. You don't want to like somebody who's not talented. Pushing for the wrong reasons, right?
But, yeah, SmackDown Women's Division, pretty thin.
Hopefully they bring over the maybe young chicks.
I hope so, man. I hope so. A few could definitely go straight away. Asuka seems like she's going to Raw.
She is. They did a promo for her.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Okay. It was a little creepy.
They really shouldn't. I hope they don't do some weird long rollout for her. I really want her to just show up and kick someone's head off. Like, I don't want it to be like Asuka showing up in 3 weeks, Asuka showing up in 2 weeks, Asuka showing up next week, and then it's like this big rollout thing, and then, you know?
Well, they said coming soon. But I also think but at the same time, too, you don't want to just all of a sudden have her out there because maybe not everybody knows her. So if you can build her up a bit more with the audience.
Sure, do some video packages and stuff. And like,
but I know what you mean. Don't have a countdown.
Badass, but like, I just really hate this like package rollout thing that they do. It always works better when they just like fly by the seat of their pants and just like get behind somebody because they're performing. Like KO. KO just showed up one day and then Vince liked what he did. So he kept showing up even though he was NXT champ. You know, that Cena program and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like, he was just supposed to kind of be a one-off and maybe a bit with Cena and stuff, but it was like, he just impressed and like, he stuck and it was like, this guy's a fucking star, man. Like,
Powerbomb Machine Gun Kelly's like, thank God I hate that guy.
Everybody hates that guy. But like, Asuka, like, is special, man, and she should be treated as such, you know? And like, I like they're putting her on Raw because they keep her away from Charlotte. Her and Charlotte should be like...
They haven't gone yet.
No. So... That should be like the women's match.
Yeah, it's like
that's the
WrestleMania.
Money women's match. So like, yeah, for sure, keep them apart. Asuka can dominate over on Raw. Charlotte can do whatever the fuck she's doing on SmackDown. Still know why she's even there.
I don't know why she's.
It's like they put her to SmackDown to get Alexa to Raw to put the belt on Alexa and let Alexa be like the Raw central focal point, which is fine. She's great, but you still have to do something with Charlotte. She like is the female Ric Flair right now, and they built her that way, you know, for a reason. And she does have all that presence and charisma.
Oh my god, yeah.
She can go and all that stuff, and it's like she's just on ice for like 6 months here, and it's just stupid. Like her and Becky. Becky's like the most over around.
Yeah.
And she's just sitting there doing jack, man. It's kind of like AJ. Where like AJ is like better than what he's getting right now on SmackDown.
Yeah, and this whole I'm having a U.S. Open challenge, but only for Ty. That's not an open challenge, man. Come on,
just invite Ty out.
Yeah, it's like just give him a match.
Invite Ty out, like, which was awesome. That Ty match was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a little short. Yeah, commercial break always kills it.
The first one was a squash though.
Yeah,
it was like 2 minutes, like not even. So, like it was better. Ty looked really good. He almost won. You know.
Yeah, hit the tiebreaker, but didn't get the knee pad down, so he didn't get all of it.
I fucking love that finisher, Dave. The tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
But like that was the great thing about the U.S. Open Challenge. Obviously, was like getting these kids right to the edge of greatness. You know, which they're doing basically with Jason Jordan right now too.
Yeah, what the shit is going on?
Like to just go back to that for a second, same kind of thing, right? They're getting these kids over even though they're losing, and that's like the best thing you can do in wrestling. Yeah, honestly, is to get someone over while losing. That's
have people care about them even if they lose. Yeah,
that's magical, man. So like, I think Ty got over more in that AJ match than he probably has his whole main roster career. Yeah. You know, so all well and good, man. I don't like Baron Corbin. I think that's going to be really boring. I'm interested to see if AJ can pull a good match out of him because, like, that's supposed to be the definition of great wrestlers is they can pull a great match out of anyone. And
if anybody can, it's probably AJ.
Like, holy shit, Baron Corbin's a pretty bad wrestler. So
see, I don't know. I kind of liked him when he first started, but now he's kind of slowly. I just don't care anymore.
I think he hit his ceiling.
Yeah,
it's like.
He had his moment, and
Braun hit that ceiling and smashed through it. And kept growing and shit as a performer. And like Corbin hit his ceiling and like fell back down the ladder.
And didn't Baron Corbin eliminate Braun from the Rumble this year?
I don't remember.
I think he did because I think they were kind of setting something up there.
I dig it. Braun will destroy him.
Now he will
dust him.
Now he will
dust him, man.
Yeah.
Like they should have had. Braun should have won the Andre last year.
That was so dumb, man. Oh, that bugged me.
Whenever your boy Mojo got to...
and Hype Bros were back on SmackDown. I threw it on Instagram at like 7:45 going with the Hype Bros, like, hopefully we see him tonight. And all of a sudden they're on. I'm like, yeah.
Zack Ryder walked away, though.
Wrong guy. Should have been Mojo.
Might be swerving him.
I know, but obviously Zack's going heel.
Hey, I like Zack Ryder. I think he could make a really effective angry heel.
Really? I just feel like Mojo works better as a heel.
Mojo would be a better heel, but he's kind of like a big lovable teddy bear.
But so was like Bo, and Bo was a good heel, right?
I think Bo's just good.
Bo's just
good.
Did you see he stole the Miz's thing when they come out for the entrance? No, the Miz spins and points?
Yeah.
Right when they did that, Bo spun two and did like a fist. I'm like, you bastard. Stealing the spotlight.
Bo's a good performer, man. He's like, he gets a lot of shit over that really has no right getting
I'll give
over,
him that.
you know?
He can get things over.
Like,
That jacket was looking pretty dapper.
He is a good performer. Like, he's a good professional wrestler, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he really is.
Yeah,
like, some dudes are just good at it. Like Heath Slater, same thing. Some dudes just can do it, can put on a friggin' chicken suit and be the best part of the segment. Like,
so true.
Heath Slater is the best at that, man. The best.
No, Damien.
Elvis Wesley.
Well, I was just thinking too. So I guess Dolph Ziggler is just the new Damien Sandow.
Oh, I freaking hate that.
I skipped over it right away as soon as it came out.
I hate that Ziggler crap so much, and like I used to like Ziggler, then I got kind of bored with him, and now I really don't like him because like
it's not even heel heat. It's just you are boring.
It's X-Pac heat, man. Mm-hmm. It's go the fuck away heat because like all you're doing is trashing successful over characters.
Yeah,
like. It does nothing for anyone. It doesn't make Ziggler look good. It doesn't make like Bayley or Naomi or fucking Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah,
he's just dead, man.
Ultimate Warrior.
He's dead.
Holy shit on Macho Man last time.
Exactly. Like that's fucking out of bounds.
Yeah,
out of bounds heel shit. Like, and he's just. I feel like this is again one of those meta things. These reality things where this is the crap he's been complaining about backstage.
Yeah, and
where I'm the best worker ever.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking gimmick getting everybody over. Blah blah blah. You know, like, and they're like, go out and just say it, dumbass. Like, you think that this is
gonna work?
Gonna get you over, and this is the real problem. You know, go tell everybody what you think the problem is.
Oh,
and like, I'm just sick of it, man. I'm sick of Ziggler and his crap. Like, I really just want him to get cut and just go to the Indies or. Fucking do stand up or some shit. Cause, like,
he does stand up.
Yeah, he does stand up.
I will say this though: if he comes out and pretends to comes out to Chris Benoit's music, he'll be
oh my god, holy shit!
No.
I wish Johnny was here for that
one. That's like all right, I'm in.
I would too. Actually, that'd be just offensive enough.
Oh man, that'd be crazy.
I'm just so bored of him, man.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
I like him too. Like I like him as a worker and stuff. I think he's fine
that's
to watch.
What it is.
And
he's a good wrestler.
I liked him when he was with Vicky. I thought that shit was like nuclear heat. Like he's with this like cougar.
What do you think was more nuclear, him or Edge with Vicky?
Oh, both. Vicky was such a heat back then, man. Holy shit. I think Edge probably did it better. Edge probably did a lot better. Because that's Edge. Didn't he like marry her or something to get control of SmackDown?
I think so. Like he went full.
Just the best.
He had a live sex show with her on SmackDown.
Yeah,
probably.
I love Edge. Edge is a legend. But I think we can all agree that Ziggler just kind of needs to go away.
Yeah, I think too is that they kind of screwed his push. Like they always push him a bit and then they put him down. Like when he was with that feud with the Miz when he's like fighting for his career.
That was great.
And then nothing happened.
It was great. I don't mind him as a face. I think he's a better heel, but it's the wrong kind of heel right now.
Yeah, big
He's
time.
like a whiny heel.
Yeah.
He was much better when he was like cocky jock prick heel.
Yeah.
You know, who was like better than you and he knew it and all that kind of shit. That works, man. That always
show
works.
off, yeah.
Yeah. Like he's got an 8-pack and he's better than you. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Go to a wrestling show and look around. Like everybody in that crowd's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck that guy.
If anybody in the crowd has an
8-pack,
they're a wrestler.
Exactly. So it's like that's just instant heat. Like,
oh yeah,
easy instant heat. And they're just doing it wrong. Just fucking it up.
Yeah.
Like, they've been fucking him up for like 3 years. You know? Last time he was like really over was when he cashed on Del Rio.
Yeah. When he had Big E.
Yep. He cashed on Del Rio. Yeah. You know, won the title. He was super over. Everybody was into it. And then Jack Swagger kicked him in the fucking face. Kicked him in the face.
I think
everything was over.
That was a big thing too. He's very concussion prone.
Yeah,
well, he was.
He always got hurt every time they put him to the top. He'd get hurt and fall back down.
That's gotta suck, man.
Yeah.
It's gotta suck so much when you're like, finally I'm here, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm hurt, and they take it away from you.
It's like football players, man.
For sure, but like football's more like, okay, I get hurt, I come back, I kind of like control my destiny in a way.
These guys.
With wrestling, it's like they just go like, oh, we don't want you there anymore.
Yeah. Sucks, man.
I gotta say, Kevin Owens, phenomenal this entire episode.
Man, he was so good. He was the tie that bound everything together.
I'd watch that Kevin Owens show.
Absolutely.
With Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton wearing the same suit.
Oh my God.
And not same looking suits. They're in one suit.
One suit.
I love Corey Graves too, was just smiling the entire time. He's like
the best. Kay was the best.
Oh Oh my god.
That end segment with Vince was fucking incredible.
Well, so when he came out, I was like, there's 13 minutes left. They're going to cut a 13-minute promo. And they did. Yeah. And it worked. Yeah. When he headbutted the shit out of him.
Wow, was that a headbutt?
You know Vince was like, just do it, man.
Yeah.
And he cut, oh man.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he did it, I saw the mark. I'm like, oh,
when the mics went away and they were talking, like, they were obviously setting some shit up.
Well, he said, he's like, let me know I won't get fired if I can, and I can, like, hit a McMahon.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
I was like, all right, he's going to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But that was savage. That headbutt was savage. And, like, Vince goes down and you can just see the spot and the blood forming. And I was like, oh, damn.
How badass was it, though, when Vince got up? Yes. Like, it was nothing.
It was so good.
Oh, my God.
So good. And then KO hit him again and kicked him in the ribs.
I thought he was going to kick him in the head. I thought he was going Randy Orton. So good, man. I was so jacked up.
That was, like, for KO, too, being, like, a huge fan. Mm-hmm. Like, as a kid and watching the Attitude Era and Stone Cold and shit.
Stone Cold?
That he got to cut a promo with Vince and beat him up at the end. Oh man, he must have just been like on cloud nine. You know, like that was been like bucket list check off for KO.
That's like retire happy right there.
He gets a McMahon family feud. You know? Like that's obviously Vince loves him. You know, like obviously Vince loves and trusts.
You
KO.
Don't let somebody headbutt you on purpose like that unless you trust the shit out of them.
And like Vince only gives that kind of rub to dudes he really is behind. Really is behind. Like, especially in the last few years when he's barely on TV.
He let Roman kick him in the balls.
Exactly. He let Roman Superman punch him too, remember? Off the apron. Yeah. So, like, and that was the only time Roman's been over, was that fucking night.
Yep.
And Vince knows that his rub is incredibly important. And we all recognize it too. When Vince comes out and even shares a ring with someone at this point, it's a big friggin' deal.
Well, what I thought was funny is that, like, people always shit on Vince saying he needs to retire, but the second he shows up on a show, everybody loses their mind.
It feels like a big deal.
Yeah.
Every time Vince shows up nowadays, it feels like a big deal. Yeah. And when they said that last week that Vince was going to be here, I'm like, oh, damn, I'm watching.
Yep.
I will watch that. You know, like every time, every Vince segment is a big deal because something consequential happens.
Yes. Right? Yeah, he's not there for no reason.
Like things are so inconsequential most of the time, like nothing matters. 50-50, guys go back and forth, blah, blah, blah. But like, you know something is important if Vince is showing up. That shit's going to matter and stick and have repercussions and all that stuff, and like it will obviously like KO in Hell in a Cell with Shane. I'm looking forward to that.
Pop a powerbomb through the cage. He has to go through the cage. There's nothing else he can do at this point.
Yeah,
he can't go off it.
I feel like this is going to be subdued. I feel like this is going to be KO beating the shit out of him. Like Shane will do something crazy, but like
going through the cage.
How can they go through the cage though? He'd have to go through the ring. Like
no, he can land on it
to make it safe though.
Yeah.
To make it safe. Because Mick almost died doing that. And it was not on purpose.
But then he did... Didn't they do it again? And he did it... I think when he did...
Yeah, they did do it again, but it was really gimmicked and it looked bad.
And he fell through, though.
Yeah. And it was into the corner.
Yeah.
And the corner just, like, imploded. Yeah, that's right. Triple H gave him a backdrop. And he went through. But it was, like... It was really tentative and he was, like, really ass first.
Yeah.
About it. And it just looked bad. I remember thinking it looked really gimmicked and bad. And I wish they didn't do it again.
Yeah.
But I can see Shane doing that. I mean, he's got to do something. Yeah. You know, that's Shane's hallmark is he does something.
And what I can see is bloodies him up a lot.
I could see is maybe like, you know, somebody goes through the cage, but it's not like epic. Like they're fighting on top of the cage and a panel falls or something, you know, and then KO like drops down through it, like strategically to like get away from Shane, and then Shane crossbodies him through the hole or some shit like that, you know. Maybe it'll be like Rikishi into the flatbed truck.
On this spot. Hey, I'm just going to slowly shove you into this clearly cushioned area.
Oh, don't worry, guys. It's just our normal flatbed truck with hay on it that we always park next to wrestling rings.
Yeah, that's what we use to tow things.
That was the best.
That was so dumb.
I forget even why the reason was. Like, what was the
they used it to rip the cage because Vince was going to tear it down because he didn't want the match.
Yep.
And he just tore the door off.
Good shit. But it's going to be good either way. Like, I think it might even end up being the main event.
That's what I was thinking. So, I was thinking main event because I still don't know if they're going to do Jinder knock in a cage.
Doesn't seem like it, no.
There's no point.
They've promoted it a couple times now without saying it's in Hell in a Cell, so they won't.
There's no point.
I think Usos and New Day are headed towards Hell in a Cell.
They have to.
Which will be amazing because those guys have mad chemistry. Mad. Goddamn chemistry.
I mean, we've seen them like a million times, but every match gets better and better.
I'm still not bored. Yeah. I'm really not bored.
They always one up it.
They came out yesterday for that street fight on SmackDown, and I was hyped, man.
Yeah.
I was hyped. I was looking forward to that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, their SummerSlam match was excellent.
Nobody saw it. because it was
I
like a
did.
pre-show.
I watched it.
Yeah, I know, but I was saying like.
But it was so
in
good.
general,
It was
it was
probably the
hilarious.
best match on the card.
Yeah.
And like, I'm still not bored with them.
No.
I love the Usos heel characters. I still really am into the New Day. I'm into that feud still. It feels fresh somehow after like 4 or 5 months now, and like, it's awesome, man. And like tag team title Hell in a Cell, that's a first. And
For the titles, yeah, because I think they've done tag team. Well, like they did like that. I think it was like the 3-on-2 Hell in a Cell or something like that.
They've done those.
With Legacy and DX.
Yeah, that was the one I was thinking.
That was a good one because they locked the one guy out of it. I think they locked out Triple H or something.
Yeah, they did.
That was good. I like that.
It was really good. But like, those guys deserve that. They're probably the 2 best tag teams active right now. Sorry, Revival. Keep getting hurt.
Yeah, like you said, active. So
yeah.
No Revival then.
Sorry, Revival. But like, they're super over and they're like, it's great. It's working. Yep. So I'm happy. I hope they burn it down. And
I'm not a big fan of the title change again, but
that just gives us the Hell in a Cell. That's all.
Yeah, because it justifies a rematch.
Yeah. And it kind of like makes them all even too. Like they're just like equal powers, which like is the kind of 50-50 booking I don't mind. It's like 2 heavyweights and they kind of slug back and forth and like, you know, on a good day, on a good day, on a good day, you know. They're super even because they're just as good as each other. It's not like something where they're mediocre and they keep trading. Yeah. It's like they're both very good, and on any given Sunday, you know, either one can come out ahead.
It's like a fight,
yeah. Which can devalue people, but not when you're crazy over like that. Like all of them are.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah, Strowman can take anything. It's over right now, man. But like, Usos New Day is fantastic right now.
I thought it was weird that the Usos picked a street fight, considering that there was 3 of the New Day.
I know.
But Woods?
He left.
He left, but then all of a sudden, as soon as they won, he was in the ring.
I know.
Where the fuck did he go? Did he go under the ring?
I think he was just probably like
in the crowd or something. Yeah.
I didn't see. I saw them coming out, but I didn't see what Xavier did. Like he might have just pieced him out.
Which I'm glad. I'm glad they didn't have him.
Yeah, because it looks weak then.
Yeah.
Right. 3-on-2 always looks weak.
It made it like we gave you that you picked the stipulation. We'll go 2-on-2.
Yeah. That Uso spot too, like through the table on the outside, was fucking crazy.
Saw it coming, but it looked cool.
Like holy shit, he went flying back first, man. Full trust right through that table. Like who does a full back bump like that?
Yeah, it's like halfway across.
Like usually people land on sideways or like safety or whatever. He just went for it. It was great. He almost missed it too. It's a little right.
But that's always the worst.
That was a great match too, man. They just, it's not like, I think the SummerSlam one was better, but they were really, really on it.
Good gimmick match, right?
Yeah.
They just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah. Hell in a Cell shaping up to be okay. I gotta say too about Jinder, dude's getting there for me.
What?
Yeah.
That was a terrible segment.
It's not the promo. It's just that he's starting to feel like a champ.
Because he's had it for 100 days.
Exactly. That's why. That's why. If you leave it on him long enough, it'll get there.
But that just, but it devalues it because then it goes, oh, you put it on anybody for 100 days, cool.
I don't know. It's feeling like, it's feeling better than it was a month ago.
Because he doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
He's always in the press box.
He feels like a good champion for the company, though. You know, in that sense. I saw him do some segment on like some local news channel or some shit.
He was at Breakfast Television by the Young and Dundas Square.
It's stuff like that. He's good at that crap. Like he's good at that crap, man.
Already.
And like that's the kind of stuff Vince really likes. Is like when you're all media savvy and you're willing
He'll
to do
never be on like
trips.
Conan or something.
He might be.
He won't be.
He might be.
Conan's not gonna be like, who is this guy?
He might be. That was how Miz got over with Vince, man.
Yeah, but
Miz was willing to go to like Abu Dhabi on a Wednesday and do a media circuit and come back and work a house show on a Friday, you know? And like, that's kind of what Jinder's on right now. They're sending Jinder to like, that's when you can tell Vince is really behind dudes, when he's sending him on media crap. Right?
He's sending him on local television.
They don't do that with everyone, man.
Because nobody...
They don't do that with everyone.
Because everybody else gets the big ones.
They have like their media guys that go out and do media for them. You know, there's like 5-10 of those guys that go out and like be the face of the company. He trusts him to be the face of the company. You know?
It's terrible.
Like,
that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Here's a picture of a guy. Oh, he's constipated.
He's getting there.
Oh, God.
He's getting there for me. He is. Pretty against my will. But he's starting to feel like a champ, and I don't mind it as much as I did.
I can't. When he was walking out, I'm like, I still can't believe this guy is the belt.
I freaking love his theme music. I think that's part of it, too.
Jason Jordan has great theme music. You like Jason Jordan?
Yeah.
He's got great theme music.
Yeah.
Have you heard it recently?
It's okay.
It's better than Ginger's.
No.
You don't even know what Ginger is saying.
Jinder's music has an awesome beat, man. Awesome beat. It just goes. I love that shit.
He was wearing a terrible suit, too. Wearing a green suit? Come on, man.
Music goes a long way for me.
Fair enough.
Getting a dude over. And his entrance is dope. And it just feels... He feels like a champion right now. Like, I think
he has a belt on his shoulder. That's the
I think it's hard to devalue the WWE title, too, that much. I mean, it's still the WWE title at the end of the day.
Like, yeah, but then it just becomes...
It's not David Arquette. You know?
Yeah, because
I
prefer that.
Says a guy who did not see David Arquette win that thing in real time.
Did you see WWE? I think it was an Instagram post, so you wouldn't have saw it, but for David Arquette's birthday a little while ago, they posted a picture of him with the WCW Championship.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Going, happy birthday, David Arquette.
That's hilarious. I saw some gif of him watching a show, and he had the belt with him. And he was like, up to the camera, like, yeah!
Dude, that was me. I would have that thing everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like glued to my shoulder.
Well, he wore it that night. He won it, apparently. He wore it all night.
Mad.
He wore it all night, and they went to the bar, and he bought everybody drinks. Everybody introduced him as the champ, because he was. Apparently all the old wrestlers treated him well when he won it in WCW. Because it's just the office decision, right?
Well, that and he didn't want to either, I'm pretty sure, because he respected it too.
But so. he still had fun as the champ.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as you should. You know? But I don't know, man. Jinder, like, I don't like him either, but like I can feel him getting there a bit with me. Like, it's kind of like JBL, where like they left that thing on long enough that he's a main eventer. You know? Yeah,
I never watched his run.
It was bad at first.
That's what he was saying.
Fucking bad. It came out of nowhere. He was just a tag wrestler.
Yeah.
You know, like it was just APA, Bradshaw, and he like cut his hair, put on a suit, and all of a sudden he was WWE champion. I was supposed to just friggin' buy this. It was just Bradshaw, man. It was like no big deal. And then I was I guess Bradshaw's big enough. Yeah, you can cut a promo.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of just stacked and stacked and stacked, and he got a crew. And he kept holding the belt, and you're like, okay, all right, sure, this guy's, all right. And it went like a friggin' year. You know?
Longest reigning SmackDown champ.
And I hope it's not like that for Jinder, but like, you know, a belt can make a man if you stick to it. You know?
Yeah, but I also think like JBL was actually like he was never a jobber.
JBL's way better too.
Yeah, and he was never a jobber. Like he was a top tag team guy.
Way more charisma too. Way better promo. Like you really
he knew how to get in your skin. Where Jinder's just like, I'm brown, you're American.
Yeah.
He's like, they'll chant USA. When you're trying to talk, and they start chanting, it's like, well, of course they're going to do it now.
Of course.
Then he was like the one guy, it's like, you're laughing at this? You think it's funny? It's typical Americans.
I find Jinder's promos are like a little better, too. Like, they're a little...
He seems like he's more confident, but he's still saying the same shit.
He feels more natural doing it. Like, it's like, before he seemed a little nervous, and like, the spotlight was a little too big.
He kept leaning down.
He's kind of grown into it now.
He doesn't have... He lost some of his, like, little tics.
Exactly. And, like, he's just kind of grown into it. He feels more comfortable as champion. And, like, as a result, his promos feel bigger. He feels bigger. It's just, like, I can feel it a little bit. I don't hate it, and I don't think it's an abomination anymore.
Well, I just feel like if you're going to do that, like, they're wasting his weight. He should be wrestling every night. He should be wrestling the top guys and getting better, but they're not... He's not wrestling anybody. Maybe on the house shows, I don't know.
Yes, yeah, he's on the
circuit. But is he wrestling the top guys, though?
I think it's Knock right now on the circuit. Which is a good dance partner. It's not
but I mean, like, if you gave him, like, top guy, like, even give him, like, Sami Zayn. Like, Sami Zayn...
That'd be really
Braun first started getting really good when he started working with Sami Zayn.
That's true.
And then all of a sudden he catapulted.
Yeah,
like, give him the good workers, have him beat top guys.
Sami would be excellent as like, a contender, too. Like, have a battle royale, Sami wins, true underdog, Jinder.
Well, underdog Jinder wins the belt, underdog Sami.
Yeah. But, like, you know, Jinder's got a crew, Andy outweighs him by, like, 100 pounds, and, like, you know, all this shit. Like, that's perfect, man. That's a 3-month story that I would totally buy.
Easily, yeah.
Did you hear that pop when KO was backstage and walked up to Sami? And then, oh my god, that place friggin' exploded when they showed Sami. Like,
I don't know what they're doing with him. It's
love Sami. He's just in this shitty feud with Aiden English going nowhere.
Yeah, I will say in English, I was a big fan of the
I love Aiden
KO theme song.
That was fantastic. Dude has an excellent voice.
Yeah.
I do like that as a heel, too. Like, I think he works as a heel, Aiden English. Like,
yeah.
He's pretty good.
He's a good gimmick character. Like, he'll just come out, do his thing, lose, though. But for him to beat Sami Zayn.
I didn't realize he married into the Guerrero family, too.
Oh, really?
So he's an honorary Guerrero.
Nice. Yeah. So pale, though.
Yeah.
So pale.
Aiden English is great. SmackDown's in a pretty good shape right now, but their stories kind of suck. Like,
aside from this KO one,
that
he's taking
KO's
over.
Carrying that show, man. Carrying that show. Like,
even like the AJ Baron feud, it's like
it's crap. Like it's like AJ has maybe, 3-4 good years left, and it feels like a big waste of his time to just go and beat Baron Corbin. It's not like he's going to put him over.
No.
It's not like Corbin's going to take the belt off him and go on a run. Corbin, this will be a 1 month, 2, maybe 3 thing. And
Hell in a Cell match.
He'll just lose.
Yeah.
Like, Corbin will go down and there'll be another one. And blah, 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 it'll go on. And AJ will probably lose that US at, the Rumble, I'd say. Something like that.
Yeah, he could do something like lose it, then he enters the Rumble.
Yep.
Who beats him, though?
Somebody.
Ty Dillinger?
Yeah. That'd be a good one.
It'd be nice to kind of come back.
For Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy'd be a great one. Sammy'd be a great U.S. Open Challenge winner.
Yeah, that's what, it'd be nice if they just kept doing U.S. Open challenges and then at some point somebody won.
I forget,
a few.
Cena never actually really lost any of those, right?
He never lost one of them, and then he got, the reason...
He lost to Seth, didn't he?
No, he lost to Del Rio because he got hurt.
That's right.
So I think he did the Open Challenge at, I think it was Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Del Rio came back.
That's right. I always thought going through that one of those kids should have just beat Cena.
It probably would have happened if he wouldn't have got hurt.
Yeah. Just one of them should have been, and Cena would have been like, good on you, kid. Yeah. And just moved on.
Or he could have just been rematch, gets it back, and then he does the Open Challenge again, and then it's anybody could beat him.
Even one of those would have been great, and it would have put that kid over like crazy. I remember when Shelton Benjamin beat Triple H on Raw.
Yeah.
3 times, I think it was. And it was sold as this kind of fluky thing, but it was he got over like crazy out of that, man. And it's just so easy.
Yeah.
And free. It doesn't hurt Cena. No. It wouldn't hurt AJ right now to lose to Sammy playing a fluke on SmackDown that.
And then AJ moves on to bigger things, right?
And AJ's like, good on you, kid. You seize the opportunity.
Yeah.
It's
handshake.
He's like, I'll leave this to you. I'm going to go beat Jinder and take that belt instead.
Give me the real.
If they are headed towards Styles Knock, which I hope for WrestleMania, I think Knock will beat Jinder sooner rather than later. Hold that thing and AJ will challenge him.
Yeah.
Because it'd be weird to with AJ being US champ now, it's kind of AJ would have to drop that, win the world title, Knock would have to lose to Jinder, recover enough to win the Rumble. It's just messy.
Yeah, and I just don't see what they're gonna do with the belt now for Jinder, because it's just what is this leading to?
I was kind of thinking yesterday it'd be interesting to see what happens to Jinder when he's not champ. Where he goes when he's not champion. Are they going to keep him as, a main event guy without a belt?
No, because he's never funny main event people.
Does he slide,
Dude, he goes boom.
I don't know, man. Because they still, they put a lot of work into him and time and investment. They're not just going to, throw him to the wayside.
I don't know.
They'll probably, just keep pushing him around as, an upper mid, sometimes main, like Orton. When Orton doesn't have a belt, he's still a main eventer. That, he's like Bray. Bray doesn't have any belts, but he's still a main eventer. He's still wrestling other main event guys who aren't in title programs.
Yeah, I could see him going down. Sheamus came in, won the belt, and then all of a sudden he was a US guy.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he goes down to the US title or something.
Sheamus was messy. He's had a messy path.
Yeah.
He's had a messy path. Whenever he's not in a title program, he's fucking out in the wind, man. Yeah. Every time. They don't know what to do with him, basically. When this tag title feud's done, I don't know. I fear for what's gonna happen.
Yeah, for both of them, man. Yeah. SmackDown.
Move to SmackDown, make them world champs. Seriously. That's half of the Raw roster is move to SmackDown and make them friggin' champ. Because, it's wide open right now.
Oh my
SmackDown
God.
feels thin, and there's no reason for that.
Well, think about that whole US Open Challenge thing. I think it's doing this because who else is going to come out? Sami Zayn, that's about it.
That's about it, man.
Oh, who do you think Rusev's going to take out?
I don't know. He'll
Randy
probably
Orton, I'm guessing?
I mean...
Well, he said I have to crush a legend.
Ugh. I guess it's Orton.
Yeah.
I guess. Who's a legend? I mean...
That's the thing, I don't know, maybe
Daniel Bryan?
No, we get a segment next week where Rusev went to the hospital and beat up Ric Flair. I put an end to him.
That would be fantastic.
Oh,
and I'd be fully behind it. Fine. I don't know, probably Orton. Who would qualify? AJ?
No, I'm thinking it's Orton because Orton was a legend killer, so he's going to kill the legend killer.
Rusev AJ would be pretty tight.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be into that too.
Rusev can answer the open challenge.
I just don't want Rusev with the US belt, man. That's his thing. He wins the US belt, he goes on these runs, and then he just drops. It'd be nice to see him kind of get some momentum doing other things.
I think Rusev would be a fantastic world champ.
Yeah,
always have, basically. Yeah. That dude hasn't dipped at all in my eyes. I think he's still great. Probably better than he was. They just don't see him that way for some reason.
So frustrating.
It's like Big E, too.
Oh my God.
Biggie was so friggin' over in that tag match yesterday. He was just like rolling around, fucking like popping the crowd, hitting hot moves. Like, that dude's a main eventer.
Yeah, they need to make that stable.
Eventer.
That stable needs to start going for individual titles too.
Oh, such a main eventer. I'd love to see Kofi get a run too. Apparently he's like, of the people who have held like the most titles, he's like the only one that's never held a world title. Like, he has the most title reigns not being a world champion of like
because of the tag team.
Yeah. Well, he's been everything. Like, he was the U.S. champ. He was the Intercontinental champ. He's like a 7-time Intercontinental champ or some bullshit.
No, he's not that. No, because Jericho's 9, Miz is 7.
Yeah, he's like Kofi's a ton though. Kofi
I would say maybe 4, 5.
Kofi traded that IC a bunch.
I'd say like 5. He's not.
He's been all the mid cards. He's been tag champ a shit ton. He has like 27 title reigns or some stupid crap.
Like really? That's crazy. Yeah. But I'm thinking, is today? I think Miz might have tied Honky Tonk's record today. Or no, was it Honky Tonk? Yeah.
I think it was last
week. 454. No. He was like 9 days on the Tuesday, I think. I was keeping track of it. But he's almost there.
He's I hope he goes further and further, man. Like, be great if he was. I mean, it'd be hard to beat the consecutive.
Jericho?
No, like the Honky Tonk had that shit for like 6 years.
Oh, Honky Tonk had it, for like almost like, I think it was like over 400, maybe 500 days.
Oh, longer.
Because, I think he only had one run though. So I think it was 454 days.
It was longer than that. It was like 5 years.
No, we didn't have for 5 years.
Years, man.
No.
He had that shit for years.
Dude, that's over like 1,000 days. He didn't have it for that long.
He did.
Google IC title, man.
Only so many things on Google. I'm still on Kofi
one
Kingston
run.
right now.
He had one run.
Yeah, and it was a bunch. It was a really, really long time.
I'm telling you, man. I've been tracking the Miz.
You can look it up. You got a phone too.
I don't have internet.
You're right about Kofi. He was 4-time Intercontinental champion.
Yeah, I knew it was
3-time U.S. champion.
Yeah. So
4-time tag champion.
Come on. Do you know Miz is a Grand Slam winner?
Yeah.
And a Triple Crown. He just got to win the Rumble. If he won the Rumble, it'd be like him and Jericho would be the top guys.
Yeah. Wow.
Question for you. What is your favorite U.S. Open Challenge match?
Ooh, I don't know. There's definitely Cena ones. I can't...
No, I mean, the Cena ones.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
There's only one right answer, man.
What?
Zack Ryder.
Oh, Jesus.
Whenever the Entourage was there, and they tried to help him win.
Right. I should have guessed that this was getting to Entourage somehow.
It always circles back. Did you see? Oh, I posted an Instagram post. Kick Punch Stomp on Instagram. Yeah. It was the Mistourage versus the Entourage.
I would take the Mistourage.
No, man.
Every day.
No, the Entourage is scrappy. They're from Brooklyn. They're from Queens. From Queens, man. They don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. Because you're from Queens, you know.
Hey, man.
You know.
I drove past Queens Boulevard. I'm pretty tough.
But
yeah, no. So I guess that's SmackDown.
Honky had it for a long time.
If you just Google Intercontinental title,
over 2 years. June 13th, 87.
If you go down all the way for the IC thing, they show you the longest reigns.
Yeah, it was a year and a half.
Yeah, so it's 5.
It's almost 500 days, yeah.
Yeah, it's not 1,000. It's 5 years, man. No long.
I was thinking of Backlund. He had the WWE title for a long time.
Backlund, Bruno Sammartino had it for like
the longest
years or something.
Yeah,
like
that was actually like 10 years. That'll never go anywhere. Backlund too. Backlund had a crazy long reign.
Yeah, and I think he only ever won it once, and he just held on to it.
Also supposed to be some transitional guy. Vince had no idea what to do around then.
That guy's the craziest. Where if you look at him, like the stuff he was doing with Darren Young and everything, you're like, who's this weirdo? And it's like, oh, he's one of the longest reigning WWE champions ever.
He was. I started watching right when he was like ending, and he was kind of like this weird,
still the jokey kind of
comedic guy on Raw, and it was, I don't know, it was like he was in the wrong era,
Yeah,
it just felt like wrestling had passed him by, and he was trying to stay, but
makes sense.
It didn't really click anymore, and it was kind of like Bret Hart too, honestly. Like the industry passed him by, and he didn't like it. And
well, he also got concussed.
That was after the industry passed him by. Things passed him by. Things passed by Brett when he was still in WWF. If you ask me, and he just didn't like it. You know,
I never, like I said, I didn't grow up with him.
It was when they went from PG, because they were pretty PG in like the early mid '90s, and then they transitioned like into the Attitude Era. Like
he didn't like the Attitude Era.
He hated it.
Yeah,
and he thought it was like that was when wrestling passed him by. It was like he thought wrestling should be what it was.
He was a purist.
Yeah, in like the early '90s, like WWF superstars.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody had like cartoonish gimmicks and shit like that. That was where he kind of thrived as like a serious wrestler man. And then when it got into charisma and personality and promos, he fell flat, and it just wasn't his world. And he wanted it to be something that made sense to him, you know, and it didn't make sense to him.
So he goes to WCW.
Yeah, well, to be fair, WCW was like the land of the old men who were still scraping for things that made sense.
Know what I've been thinking? Bellator is kind of becoming that.
Yeah.
Bellator is getting all the old guys.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot of young guys now too, but they're getting all these, like, they're taking all the UFC talent and they're doing these free show matches.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
like,
all they have. Like, that's all they have available.
Aside from, like, well, they got Roy McDonald and Giga Mutsasi. Like, they're getting a lot of young guys, and I think a lot more guys are going to jump ship from UFC to Bellator.
Yeah.
But I don't think Bellator is going to be around for very long.
Bellator gives them the money, right? They give them the sponsorship money. They give them
Viacom's money, man.
Exactly. So, well, to be fair, the UFC is owned by like a $5 billion conglomerate now too.
Yeah, but they pay too much for it, so they're getting rid of guys. They're
way too much.
Paying less, like
way too much.
Well, it sucked too because as soon as that happened, like everybody, like Ronda loses, Conor goes boxing, John Jones fails another drug test.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of funny. Like
was?
Dana and everybody, Dana and the Fertittas got their money.
Yeah.
and then the company exploded. Like
he's got $500 million in the bank, and he's probably got more from his Conor fight. He's like, meh.
Dana still got stock, man.
Oh god.
They basically bought Dana out and then gave him his stock back for free. They're like, he owned like 10%. They bought his 10% and then gave him 10% of the new company.
Yeah.
For nothing, just for signing the contract.
That guy's
too rich.
Yeah.
Too rich.
He's getting there.
Not to shout out too much Dana White.
Yeah, I'm not a big Dana White guy. We'll save that for the Kick Punch Stomp MMA edition.
Oh, that's right. It's still coming if any MMA stars survive long enough to matter. And get me enticed into UFC again. Because it's been like, I don't know, I haven't really been into it for like a year. Kind of halfers.
That and it's too many events.
It's too many. That was when I started to get out of it. When
Same
it was
here.
Too many things, and it was too like watered down. Like nothing was really enough to get you to watch.
You watched the main event.
Yeah,
that's all you cared about.
Yeah.
And I stopped watching too because people every time they announced a card, at least 3 fighters would fall out.
Yeah,
like it's just so ridiculous.
Well,
Man.
like even just this last Mighty Mouse fight,
they lost 3 fights.
Yeah, and so you can't get hyped for anything.
You don't want to buy tickets for it.
Like, say, I don't know, Jones Cormier, I was pretty hyped for that. I was, hey, yeah, awesome, we're finally a marquee fight again. Nope, John Jones is a fucking idiot.
Well, at least we got to see the fight, though.
Exactly, but then it's so tainted. You
know,
it's like, he's the dumbest man alive, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you think that you're going to get around that, John Jones? Like,
so, quick thing is that they established a new drug test that only tests something that's only detectable in urine.
Yes.
So that's why it was like he's probably like the USADA was keeping it under wraps.
Yeah.
So Jones, that's why they're like, oh, his blood tested fine. They're like, it doesn't matter, man. We're only testing for the piss.
Fucking idiot.
So it's like, well, they're saying apparently he takes this thing where it's when you take it, it makes you like fucking jacked for like 2 hours. So you're just like insane for like a 2 hour high, and then you come down. So people are thinking maybe he took it before his fights, and then he's just like,
hey.
And it wasn't illegal, right? I don't think, or it wasn't detectable or something.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how many dudes were doing that.
You gotta probably have connections, right?
That's interesting.
Yeah. There's more, but obviously.
Well, there's like a whole shady world of of doping and fighting. And
he might be the Lance Armstrong of MMA. Not gonna lie.
Wow.
I'm gonna lie. Finally, all right, I did it.
That's wow. Well, that's pretty much all he's got left is like the confessional documentary.
Yep.
So, he's gonna be banned for 5 years?
Is it 5? Second one, it might be. It's like 3 to 5.
Yeah, exactly. It's a long friggin' time.
Oh, he's done. He's
done. Like, hey, maybe he'll show up on Raw too.
I think he could probably pick up wrestling pretty easily. Go to the Performance Center. I think he's a fan, and I mean he has the actual wrestling background, and he's creative as shit when it comes to MMA.
And definitely charismatic.
Oh, and he's a great talker. And he's such a good shit talker, and he's so good at like being the entitled oh, like, oh no, I'm a good guy.
Once
Like
you
people
embrace
love
it.
me, and then once the cameras are off, it's like, hey, you're a piece of shit. Like you could do so many good things of him,
Oh
like
man,
being like, I'm a good guy, like shakes the guy's opponent's hand, and then after the match, like you go backstage, and he's like, guy fucking sucks.
it's like that hot mic interview that they caught with him and Cormier talking smack.
You tell, I'll fucking kill you. Oh, so good.
So good. Finally saw the real John Jones.
Dude, I'm actually like super into this John Jones going to WWE thing. He's young, man.
Yeah.
I don't think he's 30 yet. He's 29.
Basically in the same spot as Ronda, except he didn't lose. Like he got kind of drummed out because he's an idiot. You know, he's almost like in a Matt Riddle situation where like, he just like Matt Riddle was like, I like weed too much, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah. And turned into a wrestler instead because whatever. Like he's probably making more money. He's having fun, you know. And like Bones they'll sign him to like that part-time contract that Lesnar has when he can do all the friggin' eat all the dick pills he wants to, you know. Like,
eat all the dick pills.
he wants to and do whatever he wants to. And
cocaine.
Do whatever you want to, Bones. We're not going to, because you're a part-time performer, bud. We're not going to drug test you as much.
Well, could you imagine if they had the Lesnar Jones WrestleMania, like a wrestling match instead of a fight?
Oh man, they could do it.
Yeah,
they could do that. Oh
God
shit,
damn, we're onto something here.
Oh man, you heard it here first.
Yeah, John Jones.
Here first. The famed Lesnar Bones match will happen in a WWE ring.
Why not? I mean, it would, obviously the Octagon would have been great. I think Jones would have fucked him up.
They could do some kind of weird shoot fight gimmick too, where like they could even put it in a cage like they did with Shamrock and Steve Blackman.
Yeah, but that's
had to be more entertaining.
Yeah,
had to be more entertaining than that thing because it was kind of boring.
Yeah,
like they had them actually shoot fight in there.
Yeah,
and it was just like they were kind of struggling on the ground the whole time.
That's the thing too. You can't really like it's too much stuff. Like
you want to have them.
It'll look too fake.
Like you want to have them fight, but like it would have to be some weird thing because you wouldn't. You know, Lesnar's like this super dominant wrestling beast. Like, you wouldn't waste any Bones matches, probably, right? So that would be among his first actual wrestling matches. So how could you convincingly throw Bones in there with Lesnar? And
I don't know. You could maybe build Bones up a bit, have him like fuck up a few guys, just so he gets used to it.
Dudes or something.
Yeah, like spinning. I think spinning back elbow would be his finisher.
Yeah, these dudes like these MMA dudes are always MMA oriented, right? Like Shayna Baszler. Like, she was very, like, MMA oriented.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, like, the chokes and the rolling. Jiu-jitsu style and shit. Like, Bones is going to be all over that.
Yeah, Joan, and, like we said, man, he's super, super creative. Like, he used to just watch YouTube videos and just mimic them.
Yeah.
Like, the guy has the weirdest style, so I think that could be cool.
Fucking way into it. No, that's all I want to see.
That was, like, back...
all these UFC rejects are going to save WWE now.
Yes.
Ronda's going to come in. Save the women's division that doesn't need saving.
Ronda's gonna fall on her face, probably.
I think Ronda could be a pretty good female wrestler. I mean, she's pretty athletic.
Yeah,
legit. She looks cool. I mean, you know, she can cut a promo too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she can be a good, you know, shit talking, cocky, you know, I'm gonna kick your ass and not worry about it kind of heel. You know, whatever. Like,
I can see it.
Ronda totally works.
I think she lost all her momentum. She's not as big as she was.
I think, like, I'm glad she's not fighting again because one more loss would shatter it. Like, I think she still has maintained some badassery at this point. And if they throw her in a WWE ring, it'll still look cool.
For sure.
And it'll still be a big moment. And it'll still sell tickets. And it'll still get
ESPN for sure,
headlines. And, like, that's all they really want out of that. You're not looking for a 5-star out of Rousey.
No, you're just looking for, like, a bro.
Especially because apparently it's going to be Steph. It's going to be Rousey and Steph at WrestleMania. Is what they're building towards.
Well, it makes sense. They kind of laid the groundwork for
it.
She can work.
Come on.
She's a former Divas champion. Or women's champion.
You're going to bring in Rousey and okay, who's that kid over? Like, you're going to bring in Rousey and, like, really? Like, that's like bringing in Bones and putting him against Shane.
Hey, man, I've watched
For real.
I watched the shit of that.
Like, come on, man. There's so many people that you could do that against. Charlotte feels natural to me.
Yeah.
Again, like Rousey, Charlotte, that's money, man. That's money. Charlotte's like, you're in my domain, you know, like.
Yeah, I just feel like Rousey would have to kind of build toward that, though.
Oh, she would. I think they're going to do, I was reading they might do it at Survivor Series. They might do 4-on-4, 4 horsewomen, 4 horsewomen at Survivor Series. Like, it might just be might just be a regular 4-person match.
I think it's going to be a shit match.
Well, the 4 horsewomen could kind of use, like, a mentor wrestler or something because, like, none of them are actual wrestlers. Shayna Baszler is the closest because she's actually been wrestling for, like, a year or two now on the indies. Like, she went to wrestling school. She's been wrestling on the indies. She's done wrestling. It's not like...
She looks green as shit.
Yes. But, like, that's what it is when you're in it for, like, 18 months, you know?
I don't know. Some chicks who are in there for a year look pretty good.
Rousey's, like, you know, been wrestling at Brian Kendrick's school, apparently, for, like, a couple of months now. But, like, she's still... You're going to get, like, a few spots out of each of them, you know? Like, it's
you can choreograph the shit out of that.
I think that they should probably lose, too. But,
they won't.
You know, this is WWE, so Rousey will armbar someone.
Yep.
And that'll be it.
She'll armbar Becky.
Bailey.
Well, I was just saying because Becky has the armbar, right?
It'll be Bailey, man. Come on.
Oh, poor Bailey.
Bailey's taking that fall.
Yeah.
I think it's really weird that they've been selling this thing through the Mae Young, and Sasha Banks has not been there for any one of them.
She's on Raw.
But like,
also is Bailey.
But at the Mae Young, they had like the crowd showdown thing.
Yeah, so
Sasha Banks wasn't there. Yeah. They had the backstage thing. Sasha Banks wasn't there.
Yeah.
They had at the finals yesterday. Everybody was sitting ringside.
Yeah.
Sasha wasn't there.
Really? Because there was like Asuka was there and shit too.
Exactly. Freaking Summer Rae was there.
Summer Rae.
And Sasha Banks wasn't there. So like,
it's weird.
Sasha Banks hasn't been involved in any of these 4 Horsewomen moments at all. So it's like, I don't know what the hell they're doing, or if she maybe is on the outs or something, because that seems like a softball appearance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You show up at the Mae Young, you sit in the crowd with your 3 4 Horsewomen friends, and you guys go 4-on-4. Like, it was really weird that she
haven't really named her either.
No. It's really weird she hasn't been there this whole time. Like, I know they seem pissed off at her, so, like...
Who does?
I don't know, Vince, creative. They don't seem super big Sasha Banks fans.
Mm-hmm. So
it's like... But that's a money segment. Like, they built up this 4 Horsewomen thing in kayfabe, too. So, like, why are you just show up the fucking thing? Like, so I don't know if maybe they're going to replace her or something. Or they go 3-on-3 or some shit.
Oh, my God. Oh, they're going to put Steph in there.
One of the MMA 4 Horsewomen had a kid with Roddy Strong. So she's, like, I think that was, like, 3, 4, 5 months ago or something. So she might not be in shape either to, like, wrestle and do stuff. Like, that's not always the easiest thing.
No, for sure.
So, like, I don't know if they're actually going to go 4-on-4, 3-on-3, or maybe 5-on-5, and, like, throw another couple people in.
It's going to be Steph, man.
Oh, God.
Steph's going to take over for Sasha.
But that's what they're building towards, at least. So, since we're on the Mae Young.
Yeah, very surprising, I guess. Well, not so much surprising, but I enjoyed it a lot.
With the winner. Like, Kairi
I kind of assumed
obviously
she was
very special. Like, that chick has it, man.
Oh, she has so many cool...
She's charismatic as fuck. Like,
and she only knows how to say, come on and let's go.
Yeah.
And it always gets me jacked up.
She's so good.
Yeah.
And she's so, like, I don't know, she just got it. Like, she just came out and I was like, oh, this chick's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right away.
Well, you could tell a lot of the girls who are new to this felt kind of maybe nervous, or, like, they felt like they were really kind of acting the part, whereas like Kairi's saying, like, she was just smooth and she's just like, she's been doing this for a long time.
Oh god, like
the character, the walkout, the look,
everything. Like that finals match too versus Shayna Baszler, who is absolutely green as shit. Like, she pulled a damn good match out of her, man.
Yeah.
Like, that was awesome. Like, it was smooth, it made sense. It was like, you know,
work the ribs.
She was smaller and she was working the ribs, and like just slick spots that you don't normally see out of women's wrestling. It was so smooth and natural, and like it was really nice to see a like smooth, non-clunky women's match, honestly, because like, you know, most of the women's matches have clunky aspects still. Because
that's the big thing.
There's not a lot of time to work still, and we're getting there, but it's still clunky, you know? And to see it not be clunky even here and there is really nice.
Well,
it's smoothing out.
The first match was really smooth and great.
Yeah.
It was Princess Suede or whatever.
Yeah.
Against, I can't remember who she was against, but that first match, I'm like, oh really shit, it's going to be good matches. And the next 3 were like, It's like every first round had like one good match on an episode. Yeah. And then after that, it kind of got better and better.
Women's wrestling will just get better and better.
Oh, exactly.
It's like,
it can only go up, right?
It's like an expansion team right now. You just gotta get the reps, man.
Yeah.
Just get the reps. Get the reps. Build the depth. Get the reps.
Yeah.
And like, there were definitely standouts, you know, from the Mae Young.
Yeah. What were we saying? Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair is like an absolute star. Yeah. In the making.
She has
it, man.
I didn't understand her EST thing, but I think I get it now.
She's the ist.
Yeah, she's ass.
Biggest.
I thought it was established.
I think that's kind of dumb.
I thought she was established.
That too.
No, but I mean, but yeah, no, she's like
that'll get eaten up in like NXT.
Yeah.
that EST crap she'll lose that before she comes up.
Yeah.
But like I hope she at least gets into the NXT women's mix because she's very good.
She's big too, and she just natural.
She's only been doing it for a year. Mm-hmm. Like what a natch, man.
Good gimmick. Kind of like her thing she does. Yeah.
Like she's just on it. Great prospect. Like I really hope she goes far, and I hope she's on TV sooner rather than later. Yeah, because she's already a talent too. It's not like they have to sign her.
Oh, they already have her signed.
Oh yeah,
perfect.
She's developmental.
She's somebody they should definitely start pushing on NXT.
Like she's straight. Like they signed her as like a track athlete.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
And made her. You know, she's one of those few developmental people that actually is good.
Yeah, gets it. Like, she gets it.
She gets it exactly. Toni Storm.
Oh, awesome. I love her. She's the best.
She's awesome.
Those hip attacks.
Yeah.
That are just ass to the face.
Ass to the face. All mini Rikishis.
Yeah.
She's fantastic too, though. She's so good. Natural and just she gets it too. Like her presence, like just the entrance, and like some people just get it, man.
That's the thing you can tell right away. If they have a good entrance and it's smooth, you're like, okay, they're gonna be good.
They just feel like they're in their environment. Like they're natural in the environment. Toni Storm feels like that too. Like you were saying, Rhea Ripley, another awesome.
Yeah, she was good 20.
Too. She has a lot of natural presence. Like you could tell who was a natch and who was trying. Yeah. In that tournament, you know, exactly. And like, you know, they even some of the more veteran women, like was it like Nicole Savoy? Her name was
Mercedes Martinez.
Like you can tell that they've been around for a while too. Like there was a smoothness about like a veteran presence about the way they work that is kind of needed.
Yeah.
And like they would be good additions too, I think. Like, you know, kind of in like the Mickie James mold of like a veteran who's not necessarily getting pushed but is always hanging around and can talk matches backstage and you know, be a semi-agent kind of person and stuff. Like they just need more of that.
Just good matches to get people into it. Like,
help
like, develop talent.
You know, after watching the Mae Young, like I was saying last week, I thought they could have at least signed 10 of them, probably maybe 15.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and they would be instant stars on any level. Like, you know, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, wherever you want to put them.
Yeah, I think you definitely load up NXT for now. The only problem with NXT, which sucks, is only an hour.
Yeah.
So
it needs to be expanded.
Yeah, they got to go at least an hour and a half. Maybe 2 would be nice.
Yeah. They wouldn't fuck with their taping schedule too much. Like, they would just be able to tape like 3 episodes instead of 4 every taping.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So, and then like, you know, it's not that big a deal. Like,
no, I mean, there's obviously probably some logistical issues in there that they're not doing it, but
it's just because I think they like their little schedule. They film 4 episodes at once, and they're good for a month, and they tour and come back a month later.
Well, you could just film 4, but release 2 of them at the same time, back to back, or something like that.
Just have to tape more frequently.
Yeah.
Like, which I mean, I don't see why it's a huge problem. Like, it's at a university. Like, I don't think they really have to pay to do all that.
But that's the thing. Like, there might be other obligations for the university. Like, they might. I don't know what they hold in there, right?
I think it's just that
they don't have like. I think it could be like a hockey or basketball ring.
Does other things, but I think like
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I think the NXT part is pretty just there. Like, they just leave it.
But is it like a hockey rink or something, or a basketball rink?
I think it's just like a production studio.
Oh, okay.
It's a production university. It's like a film university.
Yeah, I know they get all the kids who go there.
But I think it's just like a part of the university, and
that makes more sense.
WWE set it up and leased it out just so it's like this collaborative thing at the university.
That makes sense.
So, like, it's pretty solid for that. Like, these kids should just, like, kids should work in the ring, kids should film it, and all the kids get all the work.
Yeah,
right? Just keep getting the kids to work, man.
Free labor.
Yeah.
They're probably not getting paid.
Internships, baby.
Exactly.
But, yeah, I really did enjoy the Mae Young. I thought, you know, the ring work's getting there. It was probably above what I thought it would be.
Oh, same here.
For a lot of people.
For a lot of the matches.
Definitely for the standouts. I was impressed, you know, with some of the work. It definitely impresses Kairi Sane's work. She might be the best women's wrestler in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
She's definitely up there. I'd love to see her in some matches for sure.
Just the smoothest, man.
Yeah.
And maybe it's like other people don't get the benefit of working with good people, but, you know, Kairi Sane worked with the greenest person in that friggin' tournament and pulled the best match out of her that she's probably ever had.
Oh my god, yeah.
And, like, that's the mark, like we were saying earlier with AJ and Baron Corbin. That's the mark of a truly great wrestler. Exactly. Is when you can take someone who sucks and make that thing really entertaining.
You play to their, like, strengths and
like I was into that. I watched the finals like live last night, and I was into it, man. Like I was really, really pulling for Kairi Sane.
Oh, when she put her in the rear naked, I'm like, don't tap, that would suck.
Oh my god, because like you can see the business side of
her winning,
Shayna Baszler winning, because they want to set up 4 horsewomen. They want Rousey. you know, all that stuff. It all makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I thought, like, she's probably going to win, so that it's like, oh, we got a badass on our side.
It's like the Cruiserweight. Like, the Cruiserweight final should have been Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr., but
neither of them were signed.
So it ended up being Grand Metalik and TJP.
I thought it was Ibushi and TJP. I never watched it.
Ibushi TJP was the semi.
Pretty sure. Okay. It was Grand Metalik and TJP.
Yeah.
Because I looked back on that, I was like, I didn't know Zack Sabre was in it.
Exactly, right?
I didn't know I knew Kota Ibushi because I saw one of his matches, but wow, that's such a week.
And then we got it in the G1 eventually. G1 had Sabre Ibushi this year, but like because of business decisions, it ended up being TJP in the final instead of Ibushi because they weren't going to sign. And this one felt that way too. Like Shayna Baszler is obviously even in the final as a business decision. Mm-hmm. That should have been friggin' Toni Storm.
Toni Storm, even Mercedes Martinez.
Or Dakota Kai. I loved her too.
Yes.
She was
awesome.
That
was like my
I meant
top
to bring her up. Dakota Kai was fantastic, man.
Her double stomps, I don't know if it looks bad or it just looks very devastating. Because she literally lands right on top. Like Finn kind of like glides.
Yeah.
She just boom.
Mm-hmm. She's great, man.
She's awesome.
Like, she has like this kind of bubbly charisma like Bayley, but then she's also a badass all at the same time. And like, that's hard, man. That's hard to pull off. Like I really hope they sign her too. She was awesome.
Yeah, she was definitely one of my top favorites too.
Awesome. Like, and there was New Zealand versus Aussie all over that thing too.
Oh my god, fucking Aussies, man. Just kept doing their stupid chant.
There's no Canadians in that tournament, damn it.
Was there not?
No.
I thought maybe there was like one Canadian that they said was from another country. Like
Toni Storm trained in Canada. She trained with Lance Storm.
That's not the same.
But it's not the same. It's not the same. No.
Oh well, we're slowly building our women's wrestlers.
Too bad they couldn't have got Rosemary, but she was too busy getting her arm broken in Mexico by Sexy Star.
Hey man,
Rosemary's from here, right?
She is.
Yeah.
I think she wrestled at one of the Impacts, right?
Yeah.
She
used to wrestle for Smash.
Okay, she was really. If it's the girl I'm thinking of, I really liked her match.
With the face paint and the goth and the whole.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's fantastic. Canadian? Yeah, she's from here, Toronto. Nice. Local Canadian, Toronto. Smash Wrestling indie champion. So
that's sick.
Yeah, I hope she's still with GFW TNA, but she's like their number one focal person.
Well, the fact that she's got her arm broken, she might be like, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah. Apparently, she's already healthy. So that whole thing was maybe work. Yeah. They stripped Sexy Star of the women's title too, though.
Shit.
But yeah, the women are on the come up, man. I'm happy with the Mae Young. I think it was really good for the industry. You know, it'll create a bunch of stars. Probably already has. Like all of these women that were in the Mae Young can just go off and get probably double their indie booking rate right now.
For sure, a few of them, yeah.
You know, just for being on TV like that and being a name value, you can be like, from the Mae Young Classic, you know?
Yeah, you're hoping that the ones that would have that ability would actually sign, but...
Yeah. I think a good chunk of them will. Like, we were saying Shimmer obviously had a working agreement with them here.
Yeah, so
they used all their footage and their talent.
Didn't they buy a women's wrestling?
I don't think they bought Shimmer, no. I think that they have some kind of thing like they have with Evolve, where it's like they just work together and it's like a pipe, but it's not really, you know?
No, I'm thinking of, I think it was the UFC who bought a women's MMA promotion.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah. Which WWE could do, but I think they'll keep running, like Progress do in England. They have like this pipe, you know, and it's all fine. Like,
yeah, it works.
You know? Apparently, Cassius Ohno, Chris Hero is going over to England to fight for a indie title.
Really?
Yeah, it's the working agreement thing again. So like they got a bunch of these pipes opening up. There's no reason why you can't just be fluid.
That's how they should do it, man. It shouldn't be like we're gonna like put you out of business. It's like let's work together. Yeah. We'll take your guys, and if we want them, we'll keep them. But we'll like a farm system.
Yeah. Well, it's like Evolve. Like basically the whole cruiserweight division was like Evolve guys. Yeah. Like Gulak and Tony Nese and like TJP and like I think Swan too. Like all these dudes got crazy over. And Evolve as like kind of these flying small guys because Evolve has that kind of pseudo style where like some shit's high flying, some shit's mat based, you know. But like they were all pretty perfect for the cruiserweights, and because at that point in indie wrestling, if you were big enough, you were probably already signed.
Yeah, exactly.
All the good workers left were the small guys because WWE wasn't into them until the cruiserweights came around. So they just all got swept up in one big move, you know. And like I feel like that's gonna be the women now too. Probably like WWE goes, hey, we care about women suddenly. 20 talents gone off the indies. Devastates every company out there, you know?
Goodbye, Shimmer.
Goodbye, Shimmer.
I just hope this leads to like at least you get more than one women's match on a show. So I think that's the biggest issue is that there's so like they're getting all these women's, but then it's like every Raw or SmackDown you get one match.
Yep.
It's like have different feuds and shit.
I think like add a bunch of women first, obviously. Yep. Give it a year, but then you can introduce one women's mid card title and one women's tag title on either show.
I think they could probably have. Yeah, I think they're building towards a women's tag team for sure because you can definitely. Because I don't even think
just one of them. I think it's like. It's too much to have 2 tag team titles for women, 2 mid-card titles for women. Like, one show should have the mid-card, one show should have the tag.
Do they have, like, women's tag teams? I feel like that's not a thing.
Not really, but they have the groups to do it. Like,
yeah, but they would have to kind of, like, slowly, like, teach women how to tag team wrestle then.
Yeah, women really don't have tag team wrestling.
I was thinking that, like, what promotion has tag team?
That's really true. Probably Shimmer. I honestly don't know Shimmer that well.
Yeah, it seemed like they had, like, stables and stuff like that, so they probably have it, but...
I feel like I should get into it, but it's like... I've kind of been like a little averse because I like the work and I just don't know how good the work is, but I should try it.
Seems like it's probably like they got a lot of chicks from there, so
yeah. I mean, I was impressed by the Mae Young enough to get into it more, so I guess that's why you have a working arrangement where you send people over because now I'm interested in Shimmer and I'll probably at least follow it on the internet if nothing else. Like
try to find a few matches.
Who's the champ? Where does belt go? Etc. Etc. Because
how to watch it?
How to watch it? They have a streaming service.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, very impressed with Mae Young. Good stuff.
I liked a few girls. I liked Abby Lay.
Yeah, she was good.
She was great. Her first match with that jacked German girl was really good.
Yeah, she was. It felt like she was the underdog and like
pulled it out. She kept screaming at each other and shit. Yeah. That was good. Piper Niven was good.
Piper Niven was really good. Just a lot of seriously good characters.
Liberty Bell.
Liberty Bell was pretty great.
The like chick that was in the
clearly she watched Glow a lot before she came over. She's Liberty Bell straight up.
Yeah.
Abby Lath was good. I really liked Rachel Evers too.
I didn't like her at first, but her second match with I can't remember who she had was really good.
She was just a really good worker. Like she's a natural, and like it just worked for me. Mm-hmm. And Tessa Blanchard too.
Oh, that's what I forgot.
She was great, man.
Sucks that she got out first round. She was really good.
I felt like they probably felt like they needed one really good marquee main event for the first round match because that's what that was. It was the last one.
That could have been the main event, like the last, very last episode. Man.
So good. I think they'll probably sign her. She was there before and left, and now I think she got better. And she's gonna come back.
And I mean, she's got the heritage for it too.
Yeah, Bianca Belair, Dakota Kai, Rhea Ripley, even Serena Deeb coming back.
Didn't know she was in the Straight Edge.
Straight Edge, shaved head. Piper Niven, fantastic. Lacey Evans doing her Liberty Bell.
Yes, that's what her name is. Gargano's wife.
Yeah, Candice LeRae. She's a really good worker, man.
Yeah,
she should go.
There's like nitpicking thing. When she would like do running spots, she would like slow down.
Yeah,
she would never go full speed in something. I was like,
well, you know, she was a tag team on the Indies with Joey Ryan, right?
No,
world's cutest tag team.
It's amazing.
World's cutest tag team.
Oh, I think I saw a post where it's like Joey Ryan didn't have a tag team partner.
Oh man, I guess you probably haven't, but you should check it out. There's this total knockdown brawl that Candice LeRae, Joey Ryan, and the Young Bucks had. It's like a hardcore, like really no holds barred, and they did not hold back on Candice LeRae at all. She caught a super kick with tacks.
Oh my god!
Like Young Bucks put on a shoe with tacks on the bottom, super kicked her in the face.
Jesus Christ!
It was incredible.
Where was that?
I think it was PWG. I'm not sure. Johnny would be perfect right now.
Yeah,
to tell us about that. But it was incredible, man. They went all around the world. Like as the world's cutest tag team.
That's the greatest name ever.
Yeah, doing these intergender tag matches where like Candice LeRae just worked men and they worked her like she was a man, and nobody pulled any punches, man.
That's the way to kind of do it.
Apparently WWE wasn't interested in her for a long time because of that, because she was just working men all the time and getting beat up by men all the time. And if you Google her, it's all videos of her just getting shit kicked. Shit kicked on the indies. But then winning, you know. She's like one of those like underdogs that like pulls it out in the end, you know, being all bloody and super kicked in the face and shit.
I'm into it.
Yeah, she bled in that Young Buck.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, if you get fucking tacks in the face, it's
like women don't really bleed either. That's not something that happens.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Right?
I don't even think you could in the video games you were allowed to do that.
Yeah.
I feel like I did it and I put blood on, and then when it like says they were gonna bleed, they didn't.
It's
God, come on.
So it's like, she broke a lot of barriers, man. So like, I was happy that she went a good long way too, and I don't see why she wouldn't get signed. I mean, everybody loves Johnny Gargano.
Exactly, and yeah, she does.
She's friggin' cute as hell. Like, just they look like this perfect little wrestling couple, man.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
And then Ciampa can come back and destroy them, destroy Johnny Gargano's perfect little life.
Yes,
and use Candice LeRae in the angle too, because obviously she's down for it. She's getting super kicked in the face with tax and stuff. She's
it's more if WWE's down for it, though.
They're probably down for it.
I can see it. Women getting hit.
No, women getting hit, but like Ciampa using her as like a psychological weapon.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff. Like, I can see that. Ciampa coming back is going to be dark and beautiful, man.
Did you see Ciampa and Owens are like buddies right now?
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Two of the best heels around.
Kayfabe and like.
Ciampa's an amazing heel on Twitter, at least so far. So I can only imagine what he's going to be when he actually shows up with a mic.
And how much longer is he on
for? In the year at least.
Oh, okay. Well, not too. That's a couple months. So.
I think him and Gargano will have like the NXT Mania match. Like the night before WrestleMania, NXT has their Mania. That'll be them for sure.
Take over New Orleans.
Yeah. Still haven't watched a lot of NXT lately.
I think I'm gonna get back into it now.
I'm gonna try
all this stuff.
I really dig the Adam Cole Red Dragon thing. Asuka leaving feels like a reset.
Yeah, for sure. Curious what they're going to do with the title.
Yeah. I think it'll go on Cole pretty fast. And he'll hold it for a while. Because I think it'll go on Adam Cole.
No, I mean the women's title.
Oh, the women's title. I hope they don't just give it to Kairi Sane. I read that they might just give it to the Mae Young winner, but that's crap.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Well, they didn't do it yesterday, so I figured if they didn't do it when she won, it was like, you won, here you go. Like, they did that at the Cruiserweight. They didn't say it was for a Cruiserweight title, but then at the end, Triple H came in and he was like, it's for the belt.
Oh.
In the Cruiserweight final. He just pulled out the belt out of the bag and was like, winner gets this, boys.
The trash can.
Yeah.
There's this purple belt.
So it seems like it's not just going to Kairi Sane, because that feels like a weird Triple H gets the belt out of a briefcase moment.
Yeah.
From Eric Bischoff.
That was hilarious. I forgot about that.
I was so mad as a younger man. Because I hated Triple H, and he just gets handed this championship belt, and I was like, you son of a bitch.
I love that belt, though.
It was perfect, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, I think if they did give it to Kairi Sane, though, it would be an interesting storyline where like all these NXT women are like, we couldn't even compete for this belt. What's up? And then like they all kind of...
I don't know, because they can't really have another tournament, right? Because they just had a women's tournament. You can't have like another women's tournament right after, because it kind of devalues the other one.
Yeah.
Especially if you put Kairi Sane in the tournament.
It'd be weird.
And she doesn't win.
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Or she does win and then devalues all the NXT women.
Yeah.
And then you basically might as well just give her the belt anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You could do like 2 Fatal 4 matches or something, and then the winners of those or something like that.
I think it'd be something like that. And then I think it should be Sane, but Kairi Sane, but
not Ember Moon.
No, she had her moment, man. It would feel weird, right? It'd be like blah.
Well, it's always those kind of storylines too. It's like you're only getting that belt because the person you couldn't beat left.
Unless they're
and then it's something to do later on.
I think Ember Moon and Oscar definitely long term. They could light it up long term, like Ember Moon gets to the main and goes, "Hey, I couldn't beat you there, but I can beat you now." Yeah, that's great because obviously she'll be up there too. Ember Moon's totally got it.
Yeah,
and she'll be a star whenever they want her to be. It's like she can hold down NXT for now, but that's not forever. She's definitely going up.
Oh, 100%.
She's got everything that they want, man. And so, like, most of these NXT women right now are just kind of, like, kicking it and getting some reps before they go up.
Which is good.
They all got it, man. Yep. Like, Nikki Cross, fantastic. Ruby Riott, she's got a spot up there. Asuka just went up. Like, Kairi Sane, whenever they pull her up, she'll be fantastic. Like, they got a great roster right now. It's like, it's growing and moving, man.
Yeah.
It's growing and moving. Like...
Yes, Mae Young Classic definitely bumped it up.
It's great. I mean, just like the Dusty did for tag wrestling and stuff, but like, these things are good. They don't have to mean anything. They can just make people.
Yeah.
Like, she got a stupid trophy and some roses. Who the fuck cares? Like, it doesn't actually do anything, right? Like, she didn't win shit in kayfabe. She didn't even win, like, $100,000 or something.
No. Not even like really a guaranteed contract.
No. She won respect.
Yeah.
And that's all that mattered. And, like, they could do these tournaments all the friggin' time and just call it for respect. It doesn't need to be anything else.
Exactly.
Like, bring back the King of the Ring, baby.
No, we established this. Call it something else. Cannot be called King of the Ring.
King of the Ring with no king gimmick, guaranteed.
So you can't call it King of the Ring then.
Just have Braun Strowman win. He'll never be a king.
But I want to see Braun as a king now.
King Braun.
That would be. He's got a little crown on. He's got a little.
It wouldn't fit on his head.
I know. That's why it'd be so good.
You just hold it.
That or he's got like a little string.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. We'll go back when he's in the Adam Rose's little crew.
Yes, I saw a picture of him.
A giant bumblebee or whatever.
So happy.
Braun before he got pulled under by Bray Wyatt and taught the dark arts.
And then we pretend like that never happened.
Well, he went rogue, basically.
Kind of.
Well, because like the whole Wyatt family got drafted to whatever, and Braun got drafted to Raw. So like they got split up, and then he was like this monster wandering alone.
When he cut his hair and he looked like an idiot.
Him and Bray still haven't crossed paths.
Yeah.
Like they still could have a cool moment where he's hello, my child.
Yeah.
And Braun's like, hello.
That could definitely be something if Braun wins the belt.
Braun never broke up with him.
Yeah.
You know, Braun like didn't escape Bray Wyatt's web or whatever. They just got forced apart. So he could still be like under the influence of Bray Wyatt very easily.
No, I think what influences you and why Randy Orton was able to get out of his spell is that you got to have a beard, man. Beard. Without that beard,
a very powerful beard.
Yeah, the beard keeps you into it, but once you get it off,
just everything gets trapped in it. Beards are like trapper keepers. I can attest to that for sure. I think that's a good place to end this.
I would love to end on this. No fashion files.
Oh, they showed up on 205.
What?
They showed up on 205.
Why?
I meant to bring that up.
What did they do?
They arrested Drew Gulak.
For what?
Being ugly.
My god, why is that not on SmackDown?
They came out ready.
Now I gotta watch 205 Live to get the fashion files.
Exactly.
Dicks.
Gulak was going up because Gulak's giving PowerPoint presentations on 205 now about like because he's got this whole Better 205 campaign. He's like a politician, right? So he's giving PowerPoints about like no chance, no high flying moves, no costumes, no music, all this stuff. And Fashion Police just came out randomly and started just like going back and forth and like dressing him down, and like it was hilarious.
Oh my god!
And then Gulak was like, "You guys aren't even really cops. I'm getting out of here." And Tyler Breeze arrested him with fuzzy handcuffs, and then they read them those rights, and he was like, "You have the right to contact a fashion consultant." And all this stuff. It was amazing.
Oh my god!
He tried to run away. Fandango kicked him, and they like dragged him backstage.
God damn it!
We're taking you to fashion jail.
I want to see what fashion jail looks like.
Just a closet. It's like a club.
Yeah,
it's like a stylish club. But I don't know, man. They're giving him. I think they're finding ways to give Fandango camera time now, which just really says a lot of good things about them because they're doing really well.
I have to say, I think I know how the Fashion Files is going to end. Yep. It's going to be. They're just going to rip off The Sopranos. Just going to cut the black for no reason, and then it's just going to be like done.
And then the Authors of Pain just show up anyway.
Nah, it's just we pretend it never happened.
They might just write that off.
I want to do
it. I'd be surprised if it just went off into the wind.
It's going to happen where it's just nothing happens.
Well, at least I would rather have that than have it be Luke Harper and Eric Rowan again as a tag team doing nothing.
But I also that's not bad because you need more tag teams, man.
Luke Harper deserves better than that.
Yeah, I guess. But
Luke Harper deserves so much
TV
more
time, man. Like he's not even on TV. Like what the fuck?
It would be better than nothing, but I don't want him to get pigeonholed into a tag team again.
Fair enough.
He's like a larger bearded Cesaro. He's fucking amazing. And he should not just be shitting around in a tag team. He should be a main event motherfucker.
Yeah, I guess they don't see him that way. It's got shit.
I think Luke Harper should bust out and go back to the Indies, man. And then come back, do the McIntyre thing. Where, like, they're not utilizing him or valuing him the way he could be. Mm-hmm. You know? And, like, he could go out and just burn the Indies down for a year. Have these, like, 5-star PWG matches and, like, maybe show up in Japan and just, like, have this crazy on fire, like Cody Rhodes, but having good matches. You know? Like... Just that kind of level and star power, and then come back, and he's like a big star. Yeah. Like if Cody Rhodes came back right now, maybe not right now, but in like another year, if he keeps doing the same
NXT run for sure.
He's a main eventer champion guy, wearing a suit, doing the exact same thing he wanted to, but they wouldn't let him. So he went and did it, and then he came back, you know, and like he gets to be the guy he wants to be now. Like, Drew McIntyre right now, man. Like he was nothing. He was 3MB. He leaves. He bulks up. You know, he comes back. He's a main eventer now. Like he
he
proved
definitely
himself
bulked up, right?
Oh, big time.
Him and Jinder definitely seem the same.
Big time. Kenny Omega too, I would say.
Oh, really?
Kenny Omega was a junior, and then basically when AJ left, he bumped up to the leader, and became a heavyweight. Okay. And man, he became a heavyweight pretty quick.
I saw a picture of him when he first started with curly hair.
Yeah.
And he looked like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, he did. And he's skinny as shit.
Yeah.
You know, and like he was always kind of skinny, lanky, but now he's like big up top. He's got like big shoulders.
Yeah, no, he's got big arms. Yeah, when we saw him, I mean, he's like my height, but he's like.
Yeah. Well, apparently when he came into Japan, they told him to basically like, don't bulk up because we want you to be a junior.
Okay.
Fair enough. If you bulk up, we can't pass you off as a junior.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they don't really have like a weight limit for the juniors. It's just like more of a style.
Yeah,
a size.
I can see that, yeah.
Like Zack Sabre Jr. could probably be a junior if he wanted to be, but I think they're presenting him as a heavyweight. But like,
because he can hang with the heavyweights in that style, right?
But he's kind of small. Like he's kind of lanky.
Well, he was a cruiserweight.
Exactly. Yeah. So like he can kind of do both. But so he could be that kind of guy. But.
Yeah. All right. Well, guess that's good. Yeah. I didn't know that.
All right. Free Luke Harper.
Free Luke Harper.
Free Luke Harper. He can be a star friggin' anywhere. The only place he seemingly can't be is WWE right now.
Yeah, WWE's weird for that.
Yeah.
They kind of just like have their like guys, and then they just don't do anything with anybody else. They're like, just.
I feel like he's in wrestling jail right now, man.
It's weird.
I really do. Like, I don't know why. He seems like a nice guy. Everybody likes him.
Yeah, he's got to be something.
He hasn't had any backstage crap. You know, like he's just there. You know, he might be one of those guys that maybe doesn't fight enough for a spot or something.
Could be just be like.
Apparently, that was the Fandango criticism. Was like he just kind of kicked it.
Ambrose was kind of like that too.
He just does whatever they say, and he's like, you know. Ambrose fought to get his spot, but now that he has his spot, it's like not that big a deal.
He doesn't care. Yeah.
He just kind of chills and goes along, like, which is like, you know, you get it. But Vince wants you to, you know, go to his office and have meetings with him and stuff. Why the hell do you think Jinder is the champ? Why the hell do you think Jinder is the champ, man? He formed a positive, proactive, you know, relationship with Vince.
And WWE decided they want to go to India?
Yes. But he's also has an excellent relationship with Vince. That's Edge was saying that on the Edge and Christian podcast. Yeah. Was like, I tell all these kids, they ask me for advice, I say, make a strong relationship with Vince McMahon and just talk to him and form a bridge and a bond, because that'll be the greatest thing that will ever happen to you, is he'll start to get behind you when you put in the time. You know, and that's true for everything.
Yeah.
Like, people want to see your commitment. They don't want to see you clock in and out. Oh, I showed up. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's more than that, right?
Yeah.
So
especially in this world.
That's the other thing about Jinder, too, is, like, he's doing all that crap, too. He's working it, man.
Whatever.
He's working it.
I'm not into it.
He's working it.
Not happening.
Free Luke Harper.
But anyways, yeah, so that's it for this episode. Follow us on Twitter at Kick Punch Stomp.
Yeah, we'll let you know how Johnny's legal situation sorts out.
Yes, we'll probably
maybe we won't. I don't know.
Nah, if he shows up, yeah.
That's it. That's the cliffhanger for next week.
Yes. Dun.
Is Johnny alive, dead?
Yeah.
You know?
We don't know.
Is he
married tonight? Maybe they eloped.
Hey.
We don't know.
Hey, was Nia Jax even on Raw this week?
Oh, hey. She was. She was in the backstage segment.
I don't even remember. I really don't like her.
Oh, yeah, she's the worst. But yeah, anyways, that...
But we would attend their marriage and wedding if Johnny asked us to.
I'd probably protest it.
Would you be that guy that would stand up?
Yeah, probably.
Be like, does anybody object to this? And you'd be like, I do, because I love you too, Nia.
Nah, I just
be like,
don't want John to be happy.
Can I get see if she has Alexa Bliss's number for you?
Yes, there you go. I'm into that now. But anyways, yeah. All right, yeah.
Free Johnny, I guess, too.
Free Johnny.
And Luke Harper.
Follow Twitter, Instagram, and website soon.
Yep, we're getting the blog set up, but me and Dylan are heavy on the social media.
Yes, we're getting up there on the social.
The gram versus the Twitter.
Getting up to almost 30
followers. Now. Wow.
I'm probably going to lose a few because they're all those like fake ones that follow you until you follow them.
But
you got to follow them back.
You got to jump up the porn bots, though. Always. Just feed the bots, and then you get to a threshold where you can talk to real people. That's how social media works.
Yeah, I know.
That's how the internet works.
Yeah.
It's all porn bots until you reach a certain level.
So true. You gotta weed your way through all those.
Exactly. But
yeah, anyways.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening.
APS #1 wrestling podcast in the world.